I hope you enjoyed this video series so far. I hope you learned a lot and got a lot out of it. As you're increasing your awareness and learning more about personal finance and your expenses, create a little map for yourself to, if you're in debt, to get out of it, if you're in savings, to really amplify and blow up your savings. So a great thing to do is, if you're currently in debt, set a date when you're going to be out of debt. I think I call this my freedom date. But once you have a target, a date as to when you're actually going to get out of debt, it can be a little inspiring, motivating, and help you stay focused on track. If you're in savings, same thing. If you're saving money, set a date when you're going to have a certain amount of money in your bank account, and that'll keep you motivated and keep you pushing and help you save more money as well. And then what you want to do is try to get that date that you set closer and closer to you. What I mean by that, instead of just time elapsing, figure out ways, like I talked about in my last video, about earning more money. That way you can put it towards more of your debt or more of your savings, and that'll bring that freedom date for you much closer. A quick tip: when you're saving money, a trap that I constantly fell into was I was saving money just to save money. The problem with this is there isn't a whole lot of motivation behind it, and more importantly, whenever my bank account got to about 1,000 or 2,000, I ended up spending it on a laptop. I spent it on a vacation. Basically, I just spent it on anything that was convenient for me at the time. So what you want to do is, when you're saving money, before you start saving money, figure out what it is that you're saving money for. For instance, if you're saving to go on, if you're saving for an emergency fund, you're saving for, a house that you want to buy, a car that you want to buy, whatever it is, figure it out. And I highly recommend opening different savings accounts and account for each thing that you're saving for. These days, it's very easy to get basically a bank account, or open a bank account that doesn't charge you any fees and doesn't cost you any extra to have that bank account open. So take advantage of that, and that's definitely going to work a lot better than just randomly saving money. It's also a great idea to start an emergency fund. Have at least 3 months of your expenses covered for. You know what? If you can get to a year of just expenses, that's freaking awesome. Having a year full of expenses covered really gives you a lot more basically freedom. If you're trapped in a job right now or doing something that you don't like, it's going to give you that motivation or that extra leap of faith to just take action, because you have this little cushion to fall back on. Or if you even wanted to travel the world, you can take a couple months off because you got this little cushion. So always have some money to take care of your expenses. 3 months is a minimum, but if you can get to a year, that's amazing. The amount of freedom that it's going to give you, it's ridiculous. And so I hope you enjoyed this series. I hope you got a lot out of it. If you have any questions that you'd like me to specifically answer for you, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll see it and I'll respond to it when I get a chance.